Peter Jennings was born on July 29, 1938, in Toronto, Canada, a city filled with cold winters, warm people, and the rising sound of radio culture. His father, Charles Jennings, was already a respected broadcaster, and young Peter often wandered around the radio station where his father worked. While other children played with toys, Peter played with microphones and tape reels. He would sit quietly in the corner of the studio, watching reporters prepare their scripts, fix their ties, and deliver news with steady voices. The red on-air light fascinated him. Every time it turned on, Peter felt a spark inside him. It was as if the world paused, and he knew, even as a child, that this world belonged to him. When he was 9 years old, the spark turned into action. Peter was given a chance to host a small children's radio program. His feet barely touched the floor as he sat on the big studio chair, but his voice carried surprising confidence. People who listened thought he was much older. He didn't fully understand the power of journalism yet, but he felt something special every time his voice went out into the world. Growing up, Peter wasn't the type of student teachers dreamed of. He struggled with traditional schooling. Classrooms felt too small, too quiet, too disconnected from real life. While other students read textbooks, Peter wanted to read the world. He wasn't rebellious, he was simply curious. Too curious for the limits of school walls. By the time he turned 17, Peter made a decision that shocked many: he dropped out of high school. For most people, it would have been the end of their dreams. But for Peter, it was the beginning. He knew he wasn't meant for a normal path. He believed the world had lessons no school could teach. Through his father, Peter got small opportunities at local stations. He started at the bottom, carrying equipment, watching directors work, observing reporters practice scripts. He studied everything. Every movement. Every mistake. Every breath before the camera turned on. He wasn't just learning journalism. He was absorbing it. One day, a local TV station needed a young face for a small news segment. Someone energetic, someone who could bring freshness to the screen. Peter stepped in front of the camera. His heart raced. His hands shook. But when the red light came on, he transformed. The nervous teenager disappeared, replaced by a calm, confident voice people immediately trusted. In just a few months, he became one of the youngest TV news anchors in Canadian history. He wasn't polished. He wasn't perfect. But he was real, and people noticed that. His early years taught him 3 things: never stop learning. Never fear the unknown, let your voice speak your truth. Even as a teenager, Peter knew journalism wasn't just a job, it was a responsibility. A calling. And he was ready to follow it anywhere it would take him. Those early struggles, those quiet nights in the radio studio, those bold steps away from school. All of them shaped a boy from Toronto into a man who would later become one of the most trusted news anchors in American television. His journey began with curiosity, and that curiosity became the foundation of a legend.